The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby, nice play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13.
They go back to the ground. This time, Jacobs. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Bring it. I got him. On me. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. I got
him. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yellow, 180. Hold that, baby, hold that. Shoot. 15. He's mine.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 57. Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Mike's 50. Get him.
On the toss, here's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Third and 2, Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, 50. Young lady. Watch the flag, watch the flag. Hey, Zoo. Watch the flag, motion, flag.
Darnold from the red zone now. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
44, Mike. I smell fear. Fine. I smell fear in that offense. Shoot. Young lady. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Come on, D. 44 is the Mike.
Here's Darnold. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Williams. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes buying time to his left. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Mahomes going to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 30 big ones. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Go, go, go. Double time, double time. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
Now Darnold. Forced out to his left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Sam Darnold. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Chiefs have their first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jesse James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
Number 53, Mike 53.
They'll run on first down. Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Mahomes. Paul bringing it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, Haywood. Mike spoke both. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 44 is the Mike.
Darnold down to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Darnold. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
44, Mike, 44. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
And they are going for it. Darnold got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey. Both rows the mic. Mike.
Now it's Darnold. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Let him know. Hey, Charlie. 44 is the mic.
To the air again, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Byron Pringle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Darnold. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing again is Darnold. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check 4. 37. Hey, Sunday. Delta.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On first down, it's Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. A first down throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Darnold completes it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On first down, it's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Or the short?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
One last throw now for Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play.